Hi, and here is my Tudor rose again, my Hypatia pendant, and matching earrings with the Hypatia pendant. There. All right, and this is a new clip. It has, I think I wore it to the opposite end. Okay, the pearl shows. Surprise, mermaid. Yeah, mermaid who is swimming on the YouTube channel from indoors. Well, here goes. A little bit old because I have a 26-year-old. And before I Um, look at this. This is designer tissue. What a find, right? I even have these grandiose plans because I'm hosting a party next Saturday and I chose to mail out the invitations as a return short note, sort of a thing, short note, and sometimes a little longer. And Canada Post has gone up as I guess the US Mail Service and elsewhere. And I found this and I thought this could be my own gift for myself for now, but in the style of this, but it would be easier to just buy um, um, a pair of earrings if I need if which I'm planning on, and if I get a good deal, of course. I have asked Joe Fresh, and it would be a nice sell for them, but it costs so much. I was thinking this is a Tudor rose. It's my own gift. It's like a brooch, and I was inspired by the Tudor rose here. This is an expensive piece of item, so it's with a safety pin as a brooch and a note, which he says in our travels in England. I saw the painting, James W. Turner's Norham Castle in the Tate Gallery. And this has sort of the colors, Norham Castle, the reds and the whites and the golds and the greens, Norham Castle. And I thought that it would just be a fact, and I'm talking about myself to remind myself, but I would use the appropriate person and first, second, third person if I were to give it as gifts. But it's quite get it takes a lot of work, and wrapping it around designer tissue and having these cards made costs as much if we know discounted store bought item which you get to choose. It's well made, and but these are feminist items. Tudor rose is significant in Canada, and iris, as I would like to think myself. But before that, I'll go to the maple leaf. All right, maple leaf, and what have I said? There is a painting, Maple Leaf House, by David Mill in the AGO, and I would like you to all look at it. And uh, there are a variety of this is the maybe it's a little wonky, but it gets difficult. This was my third item that I made, or was it the second one? I think the iris, as an engineer, I felt compelled to make, and because it's my own this thing for intelligence. I think flower of intelligence is the iris, and this is the iris. And what do I have here? The AGO has Gustav Caillebott's blue irises, Petit Genvet. And so these are for myself. And one last thing here. And I'm going to read to you from Sydney Poitiers to Serve with Love. Two research portions. I've just read the first portion. It's Sydney Poitiers' movie. I urge you to watch the cinematic clip there and the entire cinema. And I saw it by Braithwaite, the original. It's a autobiographical sketch, and he was British. And I have accepted two portions to just show you how hard our life was for Braithwaite. All right, here. Which it was. I had actually accepted. My vision of teaching in a school was one of straight rows of desks and neat, well mannered, obedient children. The room I had just left seemed like a menagerie. What kind of fellow could this hackman be who would stand for that sort of behavior? Was it the accepted thing here? Would I have to accept it too? And on this note, I would have to first, I was a very diligent student and worked very hard as a married graduate chemical engineering student. But I would just like to make mention of my undergraduate professors in engineering school. I was okay, maybe I need to go here and bring back this portion. It's not coming up. And screenshot and just mention my undergraduate professors who were very good professors, undergraduate chemical engineering, but we were naughty undergraduates who like to cut class every once in a while, and but we were not a menagerie. We were obedient students when we went into class. That's the point I would like to make. But I once again publicly apologize to all these professors who were so intent on imparting the gift of chemical engineering knowledge to us. Sorry, and I hope you forgive us, but we were young and like to fool around. Besides, I had an older sister whose children, oh my goodness, they were very cute, adorable, but they were a load of trouble. All right, they were a load of trouble, and I used to, help out. So there, and the another excerpt from "To Serve with Love" I had is East London children. I had to mention a metaphor or a simile I found here, which was excitement of each new little achievement, a personal adventure. And I thought this was worth mentioning. And I in the same breath looked up because it's an impending disaster, and the Liberal candidate. Uh, just a minute, please. I'll get his hotel name. It's not a. Uh, Karim, Liberal candidate for this neighborhood, Karim Bardesi. It's not Bardesi. It's not a common name. I'm used to Christian names, all right, by now. Uh, Even in India, took to that. I don't know. Hindus maybe have a affinity towards the Christian man, but actually in India, the Muslim man and woman is a big deal. Is celebrated a lot by the Hindu population, but I guess reading a lot of British literature and that sort of thing. Although I am a chemical engineer, and he also said that it's a we have to protect ourselves against a possible American invasion because 51st territory joke, 51st state joke by President Donald Trump repeatedly, and even I think Justin Trudeau, as I read in the Globe and Mail or on the internets or heard on the news, I think Abby Phillips. I think on Abby Phillips said, "How soon do we start? First, we begin with Virginia, and then California, and he said that, and I think it's scary. So I thought we'd look up I would look up the book American Invasion, and I have only one thing to say. I urge you to look it up. I want to just say that the Canadian settlers struggling to master a forbidding, a fertile wilderness did not want to either. At best, it was an interruption. At worst, a tragedy. So, that's how they perceived it. But I haven't read it in context. I was just researching it, but I just thought the forbidding, but the fertile wilderness is the maple trees, fertile wilderness. Yeah, so that is what I wanted to say. So this is my first little discussion, and the tissue paper. I wanted to show you is Vanga. It's priced $8.99 plus tax, and it will make a handsome gift within the car and your own handiwork and or for yourself. Like I have made this for myself. All right, so signing off for this, coming back with song and dance video. Thank you.